Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival with Lone Debater 7, and today we are going to be taking a look at our base. So I did finally get back. I installed a door here. We also have got our generator placed, and we're powered up. So I did go around and scout out a little bit and found a promethium deposit. So we've got some promethium ore. We've got a couple hundred of iron and silicon and only about 140 of copper, but that's okay. Like, we're doing all right, all things considered, on resources. I'm just making some steaks. That way I've got some food that I can store for a little bit, so that'll last for a reasonable amount of time. Sure. We're gonna eat one of them just because we're a little low on food. Not too bad, but we are building our large constructor. Then I'm gonna go straight into 4 projectile turrets. So once I've powered up the base, the Xerax attack is in less than 2 days, so they are going to come and attack us. I want to have these 4 projectile turrets set up before they do. I did want to look at this and see, can I build the ammo boxes in here? Doesn't look like it, so I can't build ammo boxes, unfortunately. At least not inside the small constructor. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm almost certain I have it unlocked. Yeah, I do. So we'll have to put that inside of the constructor as well. So I am just going to queue up 1 ammo box for now, so we can get that done. So those are going. It will take a little bit of time, obviously, to build the turrets that we want. Hopefully we've got enough stuff to build all of these. I can set up the large constructor, I suppose, in the meantime. So it looks like the ceiling's a little low over here. Let's raise that up a little bit so we can place it right up against the generator. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and get this all set up. So there's our input, there's our output, and I am going to go ahead and start making the ammo for this. So I don't know exactly how many this is going to... So it doesn't look like this takes copper, actually, which is great. So we're going to make like 40 of these, so we have some bullets to load up our projectile turrets with. I also want to put in a bed, so before it makes all of those, let's build the bed first. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So that's good, just so we can sleep without having to use the tent. I don't know. I don't like it when it's night. It's pretty dark in here, so you can't really see what's going on. Anyway, so we are getting our ammo built up. We are getting the turrets built up. So that is good, all things considered. I am a little bit nervous for this base attack, but we should be okay. I am glad that there's some leafcutter insects. That's what those guys are, that spawn nearby, so we can get a decent supply of meat to make steaks, so we have food. The other thing you can do with these, the Polaris settlement that I went and scouted out off camera, they've got a couple guys that will buy steaks. That's how I got some credits, is by killing predators, turning the meat into steaks. It sells for like 70 or 80 credits, something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but having some steaks on us is always a good thing. If we don't eat them, we can always try to sell them later, which will be good. So, looking decent, all things considered. The base is, you know, not the most protected thing in the world. Like, our hover vehicle will probably get fucking shot to hell when they come through and attack us. But I do kind of want to plan out where we're going to place these turrets, so we've got decent coverage. So let me just come in and grab my concrete, and I can get at least the foundations kind of set up. So I kind of want to put one over on that hill, one on that hill, one right above, and then maybe one over there. Should give us decent coverage. So the way you do this, so you can actually like place stuff even though it's not directly connected to the base. So yeah, I want to put one up here. So if you go into N, or the connect not available, why not? It should be. So maybe I need to... What the hell? Normally it will let you connect up with the base by pushing N and clicking that little tick box. So let me come back down here and just see. Maybe I need Wi-Fi set up for that. that could be. So let me, I don't have that unlocked yet, actually, so get both of those just because. And I'm just gonna stop that for a sec and build me a wireless connector. And then I can go back to building more ammo. So we do have one turret built, that's great. We got our bed, so let's go ahead and place the bed. I guess for the time being we'll just put it over here so it's kind of out of the way. This is just kind of a shitty base, more or less. Like, I don't know how much I'm going to expand this realistically. We can definitely cut into the mountainside this direction and kind of branch off and do that kind of deal if we want. But I'm not necessarily worried about that too much. So we should have enough stuff to build this wireless connector, I would think. We are running low on copper already, meaning that we're under 100. I like having at least 100 of each of the ores so we can, you know, kind of stay topped up and be able to build stuff. So we will probably need to go deal with that eventually. I did just want to take a look. So this is at level 15 we can get the laser drill. I didn't mine out the entire deposits when I was over at the iron, copper, silicon, and promethium because I do want to get the laser drill before I do that. I think you get more drops when you're using this compared to the mechanical drill, so I think it is worth waiting a little bit on those kind of deals, meaning don't just mine out the entire deposit or what have you. I could get medical devices. That's actually a pretty good one for us to have. Advanced construct, we'll unlock it. I'm not going to build an advanced constructor right this second, but it's good that we've got that unlocked. We can place one down eventually. So that's good. There's our Wi-Fi connector. So what I kind of want to do is place it like off of this block. So maybe if I take my drill out and drill this down a little bit, it'll let me put it in that little square. Perfect. Okay. Now let's see if this will let us connect to the base. And that might have been the issue. It might have just been the Wi-Fi thing, which kind of would make sense that you would need wireless in order to, you know, transmit stuff. So I don't understand. Why is this not connect to existing base, select building block in toolbar, point on base, press connect. So there's the base. Like, do I have to do it closer, maybe? Still says connect not available. Which is odd. I don't exactly understand why. Connect to base. Maybe I gotta have this enabled before I go out and do all this madness. So instead of climbing up here, I'm just gonna use my drone. Assuming the guy will pop out. Come on, drone. There you go, droney. Let's just see. Yep, it is connected to the base. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to put one up here. Just 3. We'll just do a little 3x3 concrete pad for it. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy, but we'll put one turret there. That'll kind of cover this area. I do want to place one up on this hill. Let's see if we can reach. Starting to lose connection, but that's fine. So we are still connected. Great. So we'll put it maybe here. Like that. And I wouldn't mind placing another brick underneath if it'll let me. Just so it's a little bit more reinforced. There's that. I want to put one over here. And then we'll put one on the hill that's around the back as well. And you don't have to do it this way. You can actually use like a separate structure for the turrets if you want. I just don't really want to waste the resources building more base starters for that at this point. And then I'd also have to get a generator, fuel tank, all the other auxiliary shit just to power it. So we are just going to do it this way. Go back. So this is 4 long, but that's alright, whatever. This one will be a little bit longer. But anyway, so we will have some defenses up and running. Hopefully it will be in time for the Zirax attack. I mean, we already have one turret, I suppose, so that's a good thing. But hopefully we will have all of them ready to rock and roll so we can just place them and get it done. Come on, drone. There you go. Alright, so let's go back inside and see if our turrets are built. So we got a couple of them anyway. Now we'll go ahead and throw those concretes away. And we'll go ahead and place these while we're here. Just hop back into our drone. I think we're still connected, yeah. Alright, so we're just gathering some lumber. I went ahead and got a couple turrets placed down. So they are, we've got one there, we've got one there. We're going to place the other two on the hills across the little pond thing that we've got in front of our base. And that'll give us 4 projectile turrets. I think that's going to be enough to handle the Xerax when they attack. I mean, I hope so. If not, like, we're going to be screwed, but there's not much I can do about it. I don't think I really have enough resources to add more turrets at this point than 4 without burning through literally all of my copper, so we're just going to start with 4 and see if that'll do the trick. Granted, most of the base is actually underground, so hopefully, you know, that will give us a little bit of cover if they do end up getting some shots off at us. The main thing I'm worried about is them destroying my hover vehicle, because I've already had to build it twice. I don't really want to have to build it again. I'd rather spend resources, you know, upgrading it so it has like a harvester and some drills and stuff like that on it, so I can actually use it to gather materials as opposed to just, you know, flying around or whatever. But we'll kind of see how this goes. We should be about a day away, I think, from the attack. I am going to break this rock. So if you mine out these giant rocks, you'll get a ton of crushed stone. So if you're needing stone for concrete, or just, you know, like general recipe stuff, sometimes you need stone dust or whatever, finding these massive rocks is a great way to get a bunch of it all at once. You can mine the smaller ones and they'll give you a decent amount, but I think if we mine this out, we'll get a couple hundred, something like that, which is pretty damn good, all things considered. We are going to spend a biofuel to reload this, but that's fine. I don't really care. We've got a fair amount of biofuel, so that's okay. There we go. So 217 and 340. Jesus, okay. So that was like 500 crushed stone from one rock. So mining those out is definitely the way to get stone if you need it. Granted, we are building underground, so we can, you know, like just mine out the cave a little bit bigger and get stone that way. But I think mining those big rocks is a little bit more efficient, because you only get 1 stone every once in a while when you're mining underground, as opposed to, you know, 500 that we just picked up, so that's good. Clearing out these trees also kind of opens up the area a little bit, so our turrets might do a little bit better job actually firing when the Xerax come in. That I think they can shoot through trees and stuff like that, but still. So there's that. Great, we got a little bit of copper from that rock, so that's good. But let's go see if our turrets have finished being built, because that is kind of what we're waiting on. So there's some more lumber. We've got 120 now. We got a little bit more copper, and that's good. So it is building the ammo box. Great. Let's go ahead and put this back on, make another little bit of rounds or whatever. So we need the projectile turrets. We also need the ammo box placed somewhere. So I don't know where I want to put this, really. I guess we could put it like right... God damn it. Okay, fine. I guess we can't put it there. Maybe if we put some concrete underneath, it'll let me. That's super annoying. I don't understand why it would let me place it and then just immediately, you know, destroy itself like it did. Like, that's dumb. But what are you going to do, right? So just mine this out a little bit so I can place the floor down. Mine up a little bit so I can place the box on top of the floor. Okay, let's try that. Probably that piece right there that's giving it the issue. Okay, so there's a little bit. Let's see if it... Well, I have to wait for it to build now, of course. Throw this concrete away. Okay, there we go. So now we can store our ammo inside of there. I'm also going to take this 15 mil that I've picked up. I think I got that from a turret if I'm not mistaken, but that's fine. And what I can do on this, since it's just making ammo, is just have it output directly to the ammo container as opposed to our output bin. We'll swap that over if we decide to use our large constructor for something else, but for the time being, there's that. Alright, let's place our other 2 turrets and get this base defended. We still have a little bit of time before the Xerax come in. Like, we should still have another day, but I don't want to be caught off guard because the base attacks are supposedly amped up quite a bit in this mod pack, so hopefully with 4 projectile turrets kind of facing various directions, we're going to be okay. I do need to go in. Let's just group all this stuff real quick. Okay. And then on turrets, I need to turn it off from attacking predators. Normally it'll let you do it for the whole group, but maybe I have to click the actual label. That could be. Yeah, apply to group. So there we go. So now it'll just attack NPC factions and stuff like that. So we should be okay as far as the base being defended is concerned. If we go in and look, so on statistics, less than 2 days. It's a base attack level 0, but I don't actually know if that means it's going to be easy or whatnot. So better safe than sorry is what I am going to say on that. Since we do have some Promethium, I do want to make a couple of multi-charges just so I have some. Does this only give you 1? Did they change the recipe? It used to be that you got like 3 or something. Let's take a look and see what it does. Yeah, it is just 1. Okay. We'll make maybe 5 of them. I also want to make some light armor, so we've got it. I can't build that yet. I could put a harvester on our hover vehicle and start working on that. So let's get a harvester, harvest controller, a couple container extensions. Oh, whoops, wrong ones. I actually maybe don't have the container extensions unlocked for hover vehicles. Yeah, I don't. So I need the regular controller and extensions. We'll also get the ammo controller. We'll get the drill. I wouldn't mind getting minigun turrets on that as well, just so, you know, we can maybe put a turret or 2 on it as in addition to everything else. So build a couple of extensions. So cool. That's looking pretty good, all things considered. We are getting low on fucking iron though, because we're making so much ammo. That is kind of concerning, but you know, what are you gonna do? I want to have plenty of ammo to power those turrets, is what it boils down to. Because if you don't have the ammo, when the Xerax attack and your turrets run out, they're not going to do you much good. So I think it's probably worth spending the iron, even though it kind of puts us a little bit behind on resources. I am okay with that. We can always go gather more iron, right? It's not like there's no deposits. And the deposits aren't that far, so like there's still 80% left in that one. Like I said, I didn't mine out all that much. We could maybe go try to salvage that UCH dart just so we could get a small vehicle. I don't know. We'll maybe think about that. I would love to get like a regular drill, like laser drill, but I don't think I have. Well, I'm not high enough level to be able to build it myself, obviously, but let's build an armor locker so I can equip that light armor as well. But that'll be useful. Then we'll have a helmet and all that stuff so we can actually explore underwater. I did find a wrecked ship. I forget where it's at. It's over here by the Xerax. That is submerged, so there might be some good loot in there. I just couldn't access any of it because all of it was underwater, and until you have a set of armor, you can't actually go underwater. So, and that's fine. Like, it's a progression type thing, so we'll be okay. But I think what we're gonna do, once this armor locker gets built, we equip that. We're gonna call the episode here for today, and then next time we're gonna show off the base attack, just so you can kind of get an idea of what you're in store for if you are playing along, because like I said, from what I have heard, these base attacks are quite intense, so we'll see how our defense system does. I gotta believe that 4 projectile turrets is gonna be enough to deal with, you know, drones and everything, but I could be wrong. You know, we might need more than that, so we'll find out in the next episode. I'm just kind of moving some earth here so I can place down our constructor, because I want to place the armor locker on top of the wireless point is kind of my thought. Well, okay. Obviously doesn't like that. Well, shit. Now I can't place this. I guess we could maybe break over some of that. Come on, you piece of shit. That's the only downside with building underground, is it's not always the easiest to actually place stuff. So, like... Oh, I gotta turn off base connect. That's what the issue is. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, I forgot I left that turned on. Okay. There we go. So there's the armor locker. We'll place that down. And, yeah. Like I said, when we come back next time, we're going to do the base attack. We're also going to take a look at upgrading our hover vehicle with a harvester module and all that kind of stuff. So we'll show that off next time. If you enjoyed the episode today, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. And until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we will see ya.